Hi and welcome back to a little bit of Calm and Crazy. My name is Jennifer and today I have 3 super easy Dollar Tree crafts to share with you and I cannot wait. What I'm really excited about is that today's video is in collaboration with 4 other girls here on YouTube and I adore each one of their channels and I know that you will too. If you want more Easter inspiration on a budget, you want to make sure that you go and check out each one of these girls. Of course, I will have them all linked down below as well as a playlist so that you can see all of our videos. So let me go ahead and tell you about each one of the girls that I'm collabing with. So the first person I'm collabing with is Kristen over on Kristen K. Now Kristen is the one that set up this entire collaboration and I'm so glad that she did and I think you will be too because you will find that our channels, all 5 of us, are so similar and you want to make sure that you're checking out everyone's videos if you want some super fun Easter inspiration. So Kristen and I have collabed before. I just think the world of her. She is so sweet. She is so creative. And not only does she do budget-friendly DIYs, but she also has some reviews on her channels as well as some cleaning motivation and things like that. So you get not only some DIYs, but definitely some bonus along with that. So make sure that you go and check her out. The second person that I'm collabing with is Megan over on Glue Guns and Roses. Is that not just the cutest name? She's also a Texan and just for that, I know that she is pretty fabulous. Not just kidding. Megan is very much like me in the fact that she really gets to the point on her DIY. So if you're looking for just step 1, 2, and 3, that's what you'll find over on her channel. Again, she is very budget friendly and she has a ton of farmhouse inspired DIYs and I think you will love her. The third person that I'm collaborating with is Jessica from Measure and Mix. Again, is that not the cutest name? Goodness, where were these girls when I was making up my name? I love their names. Anyway, Jessica is one of those that I found just a few weeks ago. She actually did another collab with Kristen and that's how I came across her channel and I am so glad that I did. I think she is so creative. Again, DIYs on a budget. If you need some really good inspiration, she has created things that I haven't seen anywhere else and I just love how she explains what she's doing and you absolutely need to go and check her out. And the last person that I'm collabing with is Caitlin by Crafts with Caitlin. She has been on YouTube just over a year and she has just blown up. She is so much fun to watch if you want some really great farmhouse inspiration. She is definitely a small town girl. She does a lot of the Dollar Tree, maybe picks up stuff from Walmart as well. All of these channels, including mine, we are all so similar in the fact that we want to bring you really fun DIYs on a budget. If you love that, you're going to want to make sure that you go and check out the other 4 girls and tell them that I sent you. Again, everything will be in the description box below. If you are coming over from the other channels, I am so glad that you are here and I would love it if you would introduce yourself in the comments below. If you enjoy my DIYs, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. You can also follow me over on Instagram. It's a little bit of Calm and Crazy over there, just like it is here, and let's jump into the DIYs. For my first project, I grabbed this ribbon from the floral section of the Dollar Tree and not the Easter section. I actually used this on a wreath. I love when my projects can coordinate with one another, so I'll link this for you. I also grabbed an 8x10 canvas as well as an 8x10 picture frame, this bunny foam craft kit, as well as some Mod Podge. Now you don't have to use the Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree, but I did want you to know that it was there just in case. So to start off, I'm just pouring the Mod Podge straight onto the canvas and then spreading that out into a thin layer and then adding the ribbon onto the canvas. Now I cut the ribbon into 12 inches in length. I am placing it just in rows, starting with the pink, the gold, and then the green. I have 5 of the pink, 5 of the gold, and I will be using 6 of the green. And that very last green one does hang over just a little bit. So after I do that, I add the Mod Podge onto the back and then I start folding the ribbon over, and this is just to make sure that it's extra secure when it's on the canvas. I prefer to use the Mod Podge here because hot glue does give it a little bit more thickness and I want it to lay flat when I put it into the picture frame. So once I have it all folded over, now it's time to embellish this with my cute little craft bunny. So I pull him out, I add some Mod Podge directly onto him and I spread that all over. And then I place him onto my ribbon. After that, I go in with more Mod Podge and I just start spreading that out again all over the ribbon and the bunny. I even lift up the bunny and make sure that I get underneath it just so I don't have any Mod Podge clumping anywhere and to make sure that that bunny has really nice contact with the ribbon. So I've already painted this frame with one coat of the white acrylic paint, and I go back in and I do paint it with a second coat. Once everything dries, then go ahead and place it into the picture frame. I'm using the original picture as the backing to give it a little bit more of a polished finished look. Somehow I missed showing you me adding the little white pom-pom ball as his tail. I just used some hot glue to get that on there. I think he turned out so cute, and he is so easy, and you can adapt him to any colors that suit your decor. So for the second project, you will need this cute little wired basket, some speckled eggs, Spanish moss, and some twine, a lot of twine. So I have some twine from the Dollar Tree. I also have some twine that I got from burlapfabric.com. Now here I'm taking off the handles to begin with, and I'm just using pliers to help me pull those apart to get them off. A little bit of hot glue, and then I just start wrapping the twine around, and I'm going to cover the handle completely in the twine. Now, to be honest, this might be the easiest part of this entire project. This is one of those projects that will take you a little bit of time and patience, because once you're done with the handle, now you're going to take the twine and you're going to wrap it around the very top of the basket by lacing it through. So to begin with, of course, I always use hot glue to secure it originally, and then I just start kind of going around. When I get to the part where the handles are, I do a little bit of a crisscross pattern, which you'll see here, and then I wrap that handle, and then I finish with a crisscross pattern, and then I just keep going. Now, you cannot have the twine on the roll for this because you can't get the roll through, and so you will have to just pull out a bunch of twine and use it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like cross stitching. And then if you finish the twine, just hot glue it off, get a little bit more twine, hot glue it on, and then just keep going. This will take you a lot of time. So go ahead and pick out your favorite movie on Netflix, start catching up on some YouTube. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the process. When you get to the end, you will use hot glue again in order to secure that. After that, you will go ahead and reattach your handle. Again, I just used some pliers to do that. And now it is time to embellish it a little bit more. So again, back with the hot glue, adding it onto the basket. This is just kind of giving my starter base for my twine. So I'm just going to wrap that around using some hot glue, and then I just start wrapping it freely all the way around until I get to the bottom. And again, I go back in with hot glue just to help me on that last little bit as the twine starts slipping and making sure that's nice and secure. Now I'm using a plastic bag on the bottom, and that's because when I go in with my Spanish moss, I do not want to have it go everywhere, and the bag and the twine will help keep that inside of the basket. And now I'm placing my speckled eggs inside of my basket as my decoration. I think that this is so cute, but then I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Let me jazz this handle up just a little bit more. So I get more twine and more hot glue, and I'm actually using my Mod Podge bottle so that I can make this a faster process. And I'm just adding the twine just to that tippy top of the handle, and I think that this turned out so cute and just made a big difference. I love this. It's a project that will take you a little bit of time, but I think it is well worth it. For my third project, I will be using these clay pots that come in the pack of 2, some more twine, white acrylic paint, these cute I believe in the Easter bunny signs. I have 3 of those, some wooden dowels, floral foam, and this fake grass. To begin with, I take the acrylic paint and I paint 3 of the clay pots. It does take me 2 coats to make sure that I have a nice good coat on each one of these. I do make sure that I paint the very top of each of the clay pots, and then I go in and I paint 3 of the wooden dowels and set it all aside to let it dry. Once it's dried, I use some hot glue in order to secure a little bit of the floral foam to the bottom of the clay pot. And now I'm going in to add some twine around the clay pot to dress it up a little bit. I take the twine around about 5 or 6 times, and then I use some more hot glue to finish that off. Now I'm going to make a bow, so I wrap it around my fingers again about 5 or 6 times. And then I take a separate piece of twine and I wrap it around the center about 3 times, and then tie a knot in order to keep that secure. Once I have that knot tied, I use a little bit of hot glue and I add that onto the clay pot and then trim my tails. For the last bit of the project, I remove the bunny from the sign, well, 3 of the bunnies from 3 of the signs, and then I'm going in with the dowels and some hot glue and adding the dowels to each one of the bunnies. Once I have done that to each bunny, I then place it into the floral foam inside of the clay pot. Then I go ahead and I add the grass. I really compact it all the way in there and make sure that I'm covering up that floral foam. And once I have all the grass in, I go in with my scissors and I trim it up just to give it a nice and polished landscaping look. I think that is so cute. I love this. You can make one of these, 3 of these. I would love to know what you think in the comments below. I would love to know which one of these projects do you like the best. Please let me know that. Again, if you're coming over from one of the other channels, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you've enjoyed these DIYs. If you want to see more, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't gone and seen all of their DIYs yet, make sure that you do. Again, everything is listed in the description box, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!